Let me get you straight here. There we go, with sound effects. Okay. Let me push this over here so that doesn't fall, because that would be bad. Okay. Pajama party at my house. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Welcome. Welcome. Make yourself at home. Okay. So, this is what we're gonna do. Oh, let's see. It says I can do this. All right. So, right here is my website that you can go and see all the wonderful things that you can create. You can also, hey Joanna, you can also see about signing up as a designer or as a club member, or just shop and have fun, or window shop and see something that you might want me to make for you. All the things, people, all the things. Okay, so I am going to do these things right now. So if you can, please get me out there. Help me out. Okay, I think I'm going to do these things. Oh, I got to actually turn the thing on. Hey, Nikki. Okay. So yeah, that was like totally freaky. I cannot believe it. My husband comes in and he tells me, he's all, there is a helicopter going around and it's saying that there is a man that is armed in our area that they're looking for, and to lock your doors. It's like, don't be coming to my house. You be scared. You be scared. Just don't come to my house. So we're going to have a Pajama party instead. I decided we'll just do Pajama party. No, right now, honey. Facebook have me on mute, or you have me on mute? You can hear me now good though, right? No, seriously, Joanna, like just now. Like maybe 15 minutes ago. I called my son and he's like, well, I heard the helicopters, but evidently it was on Victor Valley News Group too. Well, how dare they do that? No, I do not want to install anything right now. Go away. Go away. That's not what I want. Yeah, seriously. Hey, Shirley, how are you, my dear? Yeah. Scariness. We live in a good neighborhood, you guys. We live in a really nice neighborhood. Maybe that's why. And we haven't ever had any problems, but like, thank you so much for sprinkling. Sprinkling, just a sprinkling. We are gonna do this one tonight. So make yourself at home. Hey, Christy, how are you? How was your trip? Did you have blast? Where'd you guys go camping? I didn't even know. I didn't even ask like where you went camping. Such a bad mom. Oh my goodness, I just got this. It says, your best friend needs help taking out the trash. It's total body bag. What's your second emoji? What is the answer of your second emoji? Yes, this is a Nikki order. So we're going to do Nikki's order tonight. So she's super excited. Okay, let's see if I can even find myself, you guys. I am so lost. Oh, well, hello. We do not need to hear me. No, shush, 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 shush. That is so hilarious. Okay. Oh, you went to Johnson Valley? Very cool. Very cool. So evidently my dad is coming back home because he was exposed, and so he is on his way home because he figures he's going to quarantine at home, which is better, because then if he needs anything, if he does end up getting sick, then you know, we can take care of him and stuff. But doggone it, I feel so bad because he was having such a good time too. Like, shoots the shootses. So he's on his way back home. So he should be here tomorrow. But I'm like, doggone. I feel bad because he really was having a good time. And I think that it was like really good for him to get out. You're having a great time too? Your house was empty? Well, not no more. Now you guys are back to countdowns. Anything you want to post. So you guys definitely sprinkle, get me out there, help me out. Any of y'all friends, your crafty friends. Yeah, you know, just because they were all together, and it was my and my grandma, you know, she's 91, and then my dad and my aunt and everybody, you know, there that was at the house was exposed and stuff. So I'm just praying that everybody, nobody else gets it, you know, because I guess the boyfriend got it from his sister or something. I'm like, doggone it, because I know that he really, really wanted to go to Reading and see friends from that he went to Bible college with, and that worked in the ministry with and everything, and you know, so just a lot. But you know, I mean, at least if he does end up getting sick, you know, we'll be here to do whatever we need to do, and we just pray that everything's okay. So, hey Tina, how are you? Thank you so much, Christy, for sprinkling and getting your mama out there. Let's see here. I think that's pretty good. So evidently I'm doing a nail party, a Color Street nail party. I think it starts Friday, I think. So just know, if you get a invite from me, that's what it is. I mean, these have been on since Christmas. And okay, that's pretty stinking good, considering, you know, I paint with these things and everything, and most of it is growth. Nail growth and stuff. So, you know, hey. Alrighty, so we are going to do this one on this tray that we just painted black. Ooh, hello. Don't do that. Oh, whew. Sometimes I forget that I don't wear glasses anymore. Well, good. I'm glad you like them. I just got a whole bunch. In fact, we need to like FaceTime after and I can show you what I got. Because they just had a thing like, you know, a huge whatchamacallit thing. And also if you do a, if you like order the thing in the month of your birthday or something like that, then you get an extra on top of it. So it was like buy 3, get 3 free or something. I don't know. It was crazy deal. Crazy deal. This is a problem. I need more of these. I need to put these on the list. And the reason why I use these guys is because they don't leave lint behind like paper towel. All right, where is my little tool? My little 58-cent tool. Okay, I know I just had it here. Here it is. I'm just gonna like, you know, put a hook. Say, in your face, there's your tool. Here's your tool. Kind of like that old thing. Here's your sign. Oh, look, I have one here. I'm gonna use this one. Because, you know. Because you knew. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wax this because I don't want this to like stick like crazy on this. I don't want my transfer to stick like crazy. I want it to come up easy. And Nikki, you forgot your bag of cuts. I stuck them out on the barrel. I was going to have Jordan come and get them. And then after all that, with the helicopter, I'm like, nope, Jordan's not going to come get them. I want everybody safe in my neighborhood. And then I was going to go up and I was going to see Lauren and drop off some stuff. And I was like, no. We'll let them catch whoever this is that is armed and dangerous in my neighborhood. Because that's craziness. What the heck? It's like so weird. Because we normally just don't have a lot of issues in this neighborhood. So that kind of drives me crazy when we get crazy people. It drives me crazy when we get crazy people, okay? I get crazy when there's crazy people. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, so we are going to use this Make Yourself at Home transfer. And we are going to do hot mess technique because that is what Nikki loves. And I have used it one time, but you guys didn't see me use it because it was for a gift. So, not that I know of, because that was like maybe 15 minutes ago. So, we just locked the doors. And God help you if you come to my house. I'm just saying. Hubs is ready. And I got a hammer. No. Yeah, I have no idea. I know that my nephew, he said that he was watching it on Victor Valley News Group. So, I don't know. No idea. Okay, so I was just fuzzing it just to put some lint on the back of this so that it will release easy and not make the transfer stretch or anything. And now I know this looks like it's too big for this, but it's like exactly perfect once I put it in here. So I'm just looking to see where I want to put it. And I was sitting there thinking, oh man, I would just go over and help Jordan put his bed together. But that's not going to work because Chris is not going to let me out of the house now. Which, I don't blame him. I mean, you know, Because I'm calling everybody in my neighborhood too. Because I'm like, no, you guys be safe. Okay. So I want to make sure that I have no air bubbles in this. Okay. In fact, I'm going to take this squeegee right here, and I'm just going to go across here and make sure that we get it all well. I also have a nail gun, you know, I mean, yeah, I can put furniture together. It's gonna be the first time. Are you opening the door? Oh, you have to open it before you walk out of it? Smart aleck. Did they catch him? Did they catch him?
Not that I've heard.
Okay, so I'm taking my bigger squeegee because I mean business. And I want to make sure that I get all these air bubbles out. And then once I do this, and once we totally love it, so I'm hoping we love it because we're going to do a hot mess. Trying to do like the colors that Nikki has in her living room off of this picture that she has. And it doesn't want to like totally stay right there. Stop that. Sometimes you fuzz too much. It's like, step it. Step it. I want you to stay. Do you guys talk to your projects when you do them? I do. Is it really that hard to put that darn bed together? I mean, seriously, is it? I'm just saying. Okay. So, first, we're going to make sure that all this is nice and cake batter, sour cream consistency. Okay, that's going to fall. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have to show you the cutest thing, okay? So, a friend of mine, she sent me the 2-tiered tray from Target. See it up there? And she made me that little girl gnome to go with my little guy gnome. And then the little heart that we made last night. Isn't that freaking adorable? So cute. I'm telling you guys, I have like the best chalk family. Well, I have the best family anyway, but I also have a wonderful chalk family. Because she heard that I was looking for it. Don't do that. Okay. When you are stirring your paste, because sometimes it gets a little funky and dry. So, and this one is kind of funky and dry. This is one of those ones that came funky. And they've been formulating with a chemist to get it back to where it's like super amazing. So I can't wait till they get it figured out. Because this one is kind of a chunky one. But that's okay. That's okay because we can deal with it. But anyways, yeah, so my friend, she actually sent that to me all the way from Washington. I'm just like, oh, just such a doll. And it made me that. I mean, oh. So now I have a little his and hers gnomage. Gnome. I have a gnome family. And then, oh my goodness, my Morgan was so cute today. Because I told her the other day that I was going to FaceTime with her. Because I gave her a little gnome set, a little gnome cutout set for her to paint like my little gnome cutout set. I cut it out on my Glowforge. And she saw, you said we were going to FaceTime so I could show you my gnome. I forgot. I didn't get her FaceTime time. All, well, let's do it right now. And so then she got to show me all of her gnomeness. And then I had to show her all of my gnome. I'm going to get my big one out for that one. That one just is really... This is not a color I use like super often. And I'm not going to use like a ton of it. But see, look. This is what our multi-tool is like for. Because did you see how quick and easy that was? To just like mix this sucker up. But, yeah, so she was so cute. She showed me every single one of her little gnome arms that she painted and her little gnome that she's been painting. And then she's like, I want to see yours. And I'm like, oh boy. So now I got to get busy and start painting on my gnome. Because my girl, she's like, well, Aunt Nene, how's come you're not done? You've had yours for a long time. Oh my goodness. And then she showed me the Jeep. And I was cracking up because it's a little Jeep. And I have a Jeep that she calls my unicorn Jeep. And in fact, I have a little unicorn in my Jeep because a little toy, teal colored unicorn to go with my Jeep that she gave me because that's my unicorn Jeep. And so I have to keep my little unicorn toy in there because she gave that to me. You know. She's so cute. So I'm just mixing these up. Just getting them ready. Because we want to make sure that they're going to be nice and ready. Wow, that one is just kind of a mess. This one is... Like I said, some of them, especially this last year, we got some funky ones. So... And they tell us that they're getting better. So we just had some funky ones. And if we really could not stand them, then we just get a hold of the company and they send us. I'm telling you, right? So I have this little unicorn in my Jeep that is just so adorable. It is so adorable. It's a little toy unicorn. I showed Jordan the other day. He thought it was just adorbs. But, so, because my Jeep is called Unicorn. And so then when she showed me the little Jeep on the gnome hands, on the gnome arms, it was all teal, just like mine. And she just started cracking up. She's, oh, it's your Jeep. I was like, oh my gosh. I love you, Morgan. You are the best. She's so cute. Love that little girl. So I told her, I said, well, we'll have to like FaceTime and do a paint party or something. So that we can get stuff done. But she's like, man, you need to step it up kind of thing, you know? I mean, she didn't say that, but I got the impression like I need to step up my gnome painting. Because she's like, she's doing her gnome. And she's got a whole lot more done than I've got done. It was so cute, though. I mean, how adorable is that? Because I always get her craft stuff, you know. In fact, the other day she was telling my sister that, well, my sister was telling her that when she gets old, you know, that she's going to have to take care of her and stuff like that. And she said, well, Mommy, I don't know how to do that. So we're going to have to call Aunt Nene. Because she calls me Aunt Nene. And she said, we're going to have to call Aunt Nene. That's cracking up. And so anytime they got to figure out how to do something, well, we just need to call Aunt Nene. Oh, I love that girl. Love that girl. I don't even know what would happen in our lives if we did not have that girl in our lives. That's what I tell her all the time. God picked you especially for our family. Which is a whole lot better than what she told the doctor about when her mom was explaining to the doctor that she was adopted. So, yep, picked out like a puppy. Like, oh my God. And Rebecca's like, we do not tell her that. Oh, that girl. That girl. Love her. Love, love, love her. Okay, well, as I'm flinging all this stuff everywhere, we're almost done. One more color. Because like I said, we're going to do a hot mess. It's not going to be like a super long live tonight, but I know, picked out like a puppy. Can you imagine? Rebecca she was horrified. She's like, we do not tell her that. But kids, you know, I mean, because they've always been very upfront about her adoption and everything, you know, but I just think it is so funny. Picked out like a puppy. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Best dang puppy in the whole lot. And we'd pick you again. Gosh, I love that girl. Okay. Ooh, did they get a little too much in here? What color is this? This is my almond. And this, like, we don't even have this one anymore. And it is one of my favorites. Obviously, you can tell because I'm over here scraping the barrel. This neck is what my M is done. It is done in, like, this almond. And I really like it. And we have a dune that is very similar to it. In fact, I think I might get the dune out. Because I'm kind of worried this is a little tiny bit. Ooh. Nick, I'm almost thinking I might put, because I almost want a little brightness. But that's why I had this. Never mind. Never mind. So I'm just kind of going in. Like I said, I mean, it's going to be a quick live once I do this. But I wanted, well, it's kind of in between these two. I think June is kind of in between, I think. Yeah, because see, look, it's like right in between these. And I didn't mind mixing it a little. Oh, you thought I said doom. Dune. You know, like sand dune. That's kind of what it looks like, right? It kind of looks like a sand dune. I don't know what just fell down there. Hopefully it's not anything needed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe a little bit, but maybe not much. Yeah, but can you imagine how horrified you would be? I mean, I would just like totally crack up. But, you know, my sister, she was totally horrified. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so I'll use whatever's on this for the dune, and then the rest is going to be all the other colors. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get started. Now we mean business. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, worst case scenario, we take it off. And we redo. Okay, so this is just going to be kind of a hot mess. So you never know what you're going to get with a hot mess. Where did that one go? Right there. Okay. And I'm not going to do like a ton of this one, even though it kind of seems like it because it just came off kind of a bunch. But I don't want all of that, the pink, because I know you're looking at the pink going, that might be a lot. But I definitely don't want a lot of that pink. So it's going to be mostly kind of this, I don't even know what color this is. What color is this? Iced coffee. Okay, well that's fitting because I know how you love your coffee. You love your coffee. Alrighty. Let's get some of this in there. Like I said, I was a little worried that it's a little wet. So that's why I'm kind of putting it off to the side. It's going to like kind of rehydrate some of this. And give it some lightness. Okay? Alrighty. Let's throw that there. And then whatever is in this dune, we're going to throw that on there. It's not going to be a lot. Okay. Even though there's some more there. So I'm going to grab that and put that over there. Alright. So now I'm going to take one of my bigger squeegees. And we're just going to start going to be kind of fun because it's like I see the pinks and I know that you didn't want a lot of the pinks, so I may go back over those. Kind of moving that around because maybe not so much of that, maybe a little more yellow. I want some more of that green in there. Now I'm just starting to take off excess and let's see what it looks like. Because you never know what you're going to get when you're doing a hot mess. I just put my hand right in it. And take a little bit more of this. I want more on that. And we'll see if it does it. It may not. Because it's really leaning towards that pink. So, let's see what it did. Oh my gosh. I like totally love it. And I hope you do too. Okay, let me... Okay, Shirley loves it. What do you think, Nick? Nikki's on the fence. I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I knew that that's what you would say. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Because that's what I was looking at. It's like, ooh, that's not spreading as good as it's supposed to be spreading. But this really spread. And I'm going to dry it because I want to see what it's going to do. No, you're not a pain. You're not a pain. I want to see what it's going to do once it dries. So let me, well, hello. This is a mess. We want to make sure that when we close up our jars, we don't put a big old blob on our hands because that's fun. Okay, in person, I'm going to tell you, it is amazing. Okay. And I know what you're saying about the pinks. But I think that that current jam is going to dry more. It should dry more, more of a deep burgundy. Unless I am thinking of the wrong color, that I grabbed the wrong color. Which is always possible because that's me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut these up real quick. Shut up. And we're going to see what it's going to look like, okay? I should be cleaning these, but I might be using them again. Because we're going to wash the transfer and see. Because I see what you're saying. I mean, I think it's beautiful, but I also know the picture that we're going after. And I think it's not quite there. And I forgot the gold. Woman. Why didn't you tell me? Hey, yo, bozo. Don't forget the gold. I forgot the gold, and that would have toned it all down. Okay, so that's okay. We're going to see what this does. I'm going to dry it. Where's my dryer? I'm going to dry it if I can find my dryer. And there are a couple little places, like right here and right here, that I want to redo. But I'm really focusing on this because it should be drying a little darker. Yep, we're gonna put this back down. I know, way to go. Hello. Get it together, woman. I'm telling you guys, sometimes, that's okay. We'll just go back over it. I'm not super worried at all. So I'm just kind of scratching off like certain spots that that I don't like how they did. And technically I can look at, like, this has a lot of that pink. So I'm going to scratch this out. I'll leave a little bit of it, but not so much of it. I can't believe I forgot the gold. You know why? When I was doing all of the colors, I'm like, okay, I'll get that one in a minute because that one I know I don't need to mix it up so much. Okay, so I'm gonna like not do as much in these colors in a minute. Because it all falls apart. Okay, see, look at what I did. See where I took a lot of the pink out, but I'm still leaving some of it in. Now what we're going to do, we're going to wash that transfer. We're going to redo it. And we're going to see how that goes. I can't believe I forgot the gold. Who forgets the gold? Gosh. All right, so let's put this in here, get it all washed up. See, and I think I need more of, almost, I'm trying to replicate that picture and it needs more darkening, which I think the gold is going to give me. You know that fun time when you know exactly the look you're going for and you're trying to make it work? That's one of these times. We're going to get it, though. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll wash the whole thing off. I'll repaint the thing, and we'll come back at it. But I think I can redo it and make it work. Some, just by scraping it up, and in fact, I'll work on that a little bit more, like here, 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 and here, and here. So you can even see it on this. That's the fun thing about our chalking is if you don't like it, let's work it out. Let's make it work. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's not that picture. It's kind of a, what is it? Is it New York? I almost wanted to say it's almost like a Tuscany kind of look. Okay, this does not have a W on it, so I am going to use a disinfectant wipe because I want it to dry quickly and I want to get it as clean as possible really quick. I know it's a New York scene, but it's kind of, I want to say it's almost like a Tuscany kind of thing. Yeah, the maroon one. The maroon, green, and gold. And we don't have that like dark maroon. The only one that we have that is close to that is, unless I'm just grabbed the wrong color, maybe we'll look again. Yeah, because to me, that right now is looking kind of floral. And I want it more, like I said, like a Tuscany look. For those that don't know what your stuff looks like. And I am going to put the darker green in. Okay, we're going to let this dry for a few minutes. Okay. That should be pretty good. Hoo-hoo. Did you see that? That was a piece that I did not want there. Okay, so get some of this off of me. All right, let me look, because I know what you're saying. It's like that dark maroon, and we may have to mix some. Ooh, I could add a little black. I know the pink is what's throwing you off, and I know that, and I get it. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to take out more of the pink. You know what? I think I'm going to take one of my stir sticks, or maybe I'll take this. Yeah, because the pink is just too pink and it's not drying the way that I want it to dry. You guys see, this is good though, because I want to show you that, hey, if you don't get the look you want the first time, there's ways to fix it. I'm going to wipe that down with a damp something or other. Yeah, because that pink, I was hoping was going to dry more maroon. The other colors are good. Okay. So I'm just taking out some of the other colors. Okay. See, now if I wouldn't have waxed this wouldn't have been as easy to remove. And I'm only like removing like where it's really, really pinkish, because I don't want, I like some of this here, but I'm going to remove some of it, okay? So we're going to go in here and we're going to remove some of this. That's what I love about our paste, because I waxed the board so I can just wash it off, and then we're going to redo it. Okay, I'm going to get this guy and get him wet so that I can get the rest of this without getting... Okay, guys, I use like every last drop of my disinfectant wipes. So I'm going to get some more little... Try not to get on me anyway. Some more liquid. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Nope. It's going to be good. I promise, honey. And then if we totally hate it, then we'll take it all off. But I think we'll be okay. Yep, we're taking it all off. It's driving me crazy. Okay, so with our paste, they dry hard. They go on wet, dry hard. And then when we want to remove them, we just go ahead and get them a little wet. And we can take them off. And because I waxed this, by the time I'm done, you won't even know that we already tried to do this once. I am not going to use that one pink. I will put just a tiny, maybe, tiny bit. Now I got a little scratch right there. I'm not liking that. So, we're going to dry this. And then I'm going to fix that scratch. Just making sure I've got all the paste cleared up. Okay, so we're gonna fix that. Hang on just a minute. Gotta find what I'm looking for. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Why is it that every time I hit something today, it falls? I am in one of those days where every time I hit something, it falls. Okay, so we're just going to dry this really quick. Okay, it'll be dry in a few minutes. So we are going to do another project real quick while it dries. Let me hit this with a heat gun. Don't you guys love what I do? I'm like, oh, no big deal. Never happened. I deny everything. Okay. All right. I'm going to let this dry over here, and we're going to do another project. Whoa, as I fall. Okay. It would have been fine, except I scratched it. Dang it. Doggone thing. Okay. So, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. I know I did not plan to do this one, but that's okay. guys see what I go through sometimes. Trying to get this. Okay. Hello. Come on, transfers. Get back where you're supposed to be. Somehow, one got twisted. Maybe more than one. Maybe a few. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is just going to go right there. Just ignore that. All right, let's do this one. This one is Love Grows Best in Tiny Houses, just like this. So we're going to do this one. Why are you sorry, honey? I knew as soon as I pulled it off and I saw the gold that I was like, ah. Let's do. Guess what I did? I messed up. It's all good. Don't be sorry because I've been wanting to do this one anyway. I don't think I have a back on it yet. So this is one that I've been wanting to do anyway. Don't be sorry. Are you kidding? It's going to be gorgeous when we finish it. We're going to finish it in a few minutes. It'll dry. It'll dry. So we're going to do this one. This one's going to be fun. So I'm just going to wax it. Same reason why I did the other one is because I want my transfer to have no problem coming back off. Also, as you saw, it makes it so much easier when you mess it up to take it off. When you don't like something about it. It really wasn't a mess up. It just wasn't what we were looking for. So I am going to do this one. Okay. Now, I want you guys, let me give you a little background about myself in case you did not know. All right. My hubs and I have lived in this house forever. I mean, forever. Okay. It's a 900 square foot house. This little room that I am in, my 3 girls grew up in. I'm sorry, girls. I'm so sorry. So sorry. They had a 3-tier bunk bed. But they didn't like, I mean, when they were in the room, they were like reading or something like that, right? Or beading or knitting or whatever. Hey, Angela, how are you? Anyways, so, you know, but my kids were mostly, you know, they did a lot of their lives outside or else in the big room in the living room, which is where the biggest area of the house is. Because my bedroom is not huge. My bedroom is, it's got a queen size bed and we're talking maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet on each side all the way around. Okay. It's still a little house. Doesn't matter that all the kids are gone. We just now have our own little spaces where the boys' room and the girls' room. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. I don't know about that. But anyways, so we love the area that we live in so much. When the kids were getting older, we looked around to see about possibly getting another place up in this area. Well, let me tell you, okay? We couldn't touch any of the houses in the area at the time. And thank God we didn't, because then Georgia Air Force Base closed, and my husband, he was civil engineering there and everything. And thank God he retained his job. I know, the area is amazing. We have a wonderful area. And the houses are very expensive. Most of the houses up here, I think my house would fit in their garage. Probably hate my house, but guess what? My house was here first. Just saying. Because it was built in 1942 by J. Silverhills, who is Tonto, if you guys don't know, from the Lone Ranger. Okay, the man, when he built kitchen cabinets, no joke, up to here. Okay, I'm like 5'3", right? 5'2.5", 3, whatever. Up to here. Okay? He must have been tall. I don't know. And it was like the kitchen was an afterthought. Well, the kitchen's been remodeled. Just about every place in this house has been remodeled. When we moved in, it was all electric. It was, I think we got our first electric bill. Okay, my son was 6 weeks old. We got our first electric bill. And it was like $400 or something like that. Yeah, we about cried. You know, so we put a gas line in. We have a wonderful fireplace with an insert. We love this house. We love this house so much. It's like we're not going anywhere. We are keeping this house. And now, of course, you know, my husband's going to retire in what, 4 to 8 years, depending on what PERS says. Who knows? And we just absolutely love this house. I should say we love the area more, but my house is very, very cute. It is a brick house. It has open beam ceilings. It's just an adorable little house, you know. So when I saw this transfer, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this transfer. So now I got to figure out what color I should do this. Should I do this in black? Or is that going to be too harsh? Should I do a hot mess? I could do that. Should I do it in the eucalyptus? What should I do? What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. I love the sentiment on this. And I mean, all of our children, we have 5 kids. Copper. I could do copper. I could do copper. Ooh. Copper is beautiful with a gray frame. It really is. I could do copper. But I'm almost thinking maybe eucalyptus and copper hot mess. Or, oh, I really kind of like that mess. That makes a really good hot mess. Really does. And it kind of goes with the wall, because I have a wall that is almost this color in my living room. So I could do that. But I'm telling you guys that my kids, they're pretty awesome. I'm sad that one had decided to move to Missouri, but I get it. You know, he's got his wife, and she went to school in Missouri to get her doctorate and her master's, and you know, and she's a sweetheart. So I'm always happy when they get to come out. That would be pretty, huh? Maybe we'll do that. Okay, so where is my shimmer copper? I've got my oldest son and his wife live just down the street from us. My daughter. You agree with copper? Hey, my aunt is on. Cindy is my aunt. I am going to do a hot mess with these two, you guys. These two are so pretty as a hot mess. And it really embodies my house. But it's like I have 4 grandkids. I have 2 son-in-laws. 2 daughter-in-laws. I mean, I am, as Nikki would love this word, I know she loves this word, I am very, very blessed. I love my children. My children are all pretty awesome. But most of them are talking about moving away from me. So you know what that means, that this house will probably get sold and will probably go as close to all of them, especially when they all start having grandkids. So see, this eucalyptus is beautiful. Okay, and the wall in my living room is called thyme. So it's very similar to this eucalyptus, maybe just tiny shade of green more. Just a tiny shade green more, but it has a lot of gray undertones in it. So I'm just trying to get it that sour cream cake batter consistency. And I love that my nephew and his wife are right down the street. Love that they're right down the street. I love that my kids are just down the street. I mean, everybody is like super close. And I love that. I hate that my son is in Missouri. I hate that. But I get it. And like I said, I love when he gets to come out, because he usually gets to come out for a couple weeks because his wife's amazing. And he has a job where he can do that. So that's awesome. So usually we get him when he does come out. We get him for 2 to 3 weeks or so. Okay, so now that I've got all of this in here together, we are going to hot mess this puppy. I have a lot of copper on my walls because I love copper. Okay, guys. Now my upline will tell you that I got into this. I started buying because of the inks, and then I started selling because of the copper. And seriously, that is the truth. All right, I want to keep this, so I'm going to grab a jar, an empty jar, because I love how that it makes. I swear I'm going to put copper in yours, Nick. No. I'll just put a little bit of this stuff in it. You'll never know. Just look away when I'm doing your project. So now I'm just going to take this off. How long did it take Dad to leave, Cindy? He seemed like he was getting ready to go. I wonder how far he'll get tonight. Okay. It kind of would make me happy. Just to know it's got a little bit of me in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this. Look at how beautiful that is. Smudge just a tiny bit on that tea, but I can get that. Isn't that cute? And I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I just love how it is. Oh, only at Castle Craig's. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And I might do something a little more to the frame, jazz the frame up or something. Who knows? We'll see after. Okay, let's check out this tray and see how we are. Oh, it's still a little tacky. Still got a little tack. So we may not be able to finish this one tonight. But let me dry it for a few minutes and see where we can get with it. I'm like, didn't I used Krylon, but maybe because it's the infusion, maybe that's why it's taking a little bit longer. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this real quick, and then we're going to go back and we're going to wash this transfer, and then we might heat this a little bit more and then go for it. Because I think I can get it pretty dry. Oh yeah, I think we'll be able to do it. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a few minutes. Let it go a little further and dry a little more. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. And I love the sentiment on it. And it just makes me happy. It just makes my heart happy. Especially, you know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that because I live in a little house and a lot of love was started here, you know. And oh my goodness, you guys, when I was growing up, okay, when we lived, especially when we lived in Reading and we lived in a mobile home, a single wide, okay, picture it, guys. Sicily, no. 1922. Anyways, so a single wide, 4 kids, 1 bathroom. Okay, I only have 1 bathroom, so I get this, all right? So this was no big deal for me, you know. Well, it was a little bit. The boys watered the bushes quite often here. But anyways, we had single wide, 3 bedroom. No, 2 bed. 2 bed? 3 bed. Okay, now why can't I remember? Isn't that funny? I think it was a 2 bedroom, and then mom and dad added a bedroom when we moved onto the property with my grandparents. Okay, so when we moved onto the property with my grandparents, then the boys and the girls got their own room. Okay. And my parents built a room. That's what it was. Okay, yes. So it was a 2 bedroom for a long time. And, you know, but we were little, so it was no big deal. So, you guys are going to love this one. We lived on 40 acres with my grandparents and my great-grandparents. Okay, my great-grandparents were the best. I mean, absolute best people ever. They grew up in the Depression. They were just the most amazing, honestly, most amazing people. I learned so much crafts from my grandma. My mom learned so much crafts from my grandma. My grandma was left-handed. So when my mom learned how to do things, she always learned to sit in front of my grandma and do them. And that's how my grandma taught me. And of course, you know, Mom knew all this stuff, kind of stuff too. So Mom, she did a bunch with me, but we also crafted a bunch with my grandma. Now, my other grandma, you know, she was my grandma. Anyways. So, but my great grandma, I'm telling you, I have nothing but absolutely fantastic, amazing memories from this woman. And it's so funny because, okay, you figure, you're a kid and you've got 2 sets of grandparents on the same property. You don't like dinner, guess what? There's 2 other places to go. And I can tell you, the one, every time you go there, you're going to get ice cream. Because you will not leave until you've had ice cream. And, oh my goodness. I have their wedding picture. It's a copy of their wedding picture. My sister, she has the original, but I have a copy of their wedding picture above my TV. And it's in, you know, the oval bubble glass frame and everything. And I insist that it doesn't matter where the TV moves, the picture moves. Because my grandparents always had that picture above their TV. But I am so blessed to have had so many wonderful grandparents in my life. Great grandparents and everything. My grandma, who is Cindy's mom, she taught me a lot about painting and everything. Hey, Jess, how are you? And we did a lot of different crafts and stuff at her house too. We picked a lot of blackberries at her house. Let me tell you. One time, my grandpa, love that man, miss him dearly. But my grandpa, I was out picking blackberries. Hey, Rathan, how are you? And we had all been out picking blackberries because they had a ton of blackberries. I don't even remember what the acreage is on Grandma and Grandpa's homestead. But, oh my goodness. So, I stayed and I was still picking blackberries. They went up to the house and they were making ice cream and all that. And I was still out picking blackberries. Well, evidently they were having a problem. Picking blackberries got you a lot. I bet. But anyway, so evidently they were having a problem with a bear. Well, my grandpa, he saw this bear, and he wanted my dad to see this bear. So he's coming down the road, honking his horn, chasing the bear down the road, while the bear took off towards the little lake that they had there. I don't know how little it was. It seemed really big to me at the time. You know, this was a long time ago when I was little. The next thing I hear, okay, now my family always called me Renee because my mom's name was Charlotte. And I think it's really kind of cute because now my dad calls me Charlotte Renee ever since my mom passed. I think it's kind of adorable, okay? And it kind of chokes me up ever since, you know, that he does that. It just, you know. Anyways, okay, so all I hear is, Renee, bear! I never saw the bear. I don't think the bear ever saw me. But I tell you what, we both went running. And I guess he was a pretty old bear, and someone got the bear later on, but because he was killing chickens and stuff. But oh my goodness, he just wanted to show my dad the bear, because like my dad never saw the bear. Yes. You know, I always wanted to like swim in that lake, but of course you couldn't because it was like full of like I don't know, like little plants and stuff. But there was always such beautiful morning glories. And and I loved the willow tree in the backyard to swing on until I got in trouble. Then I did not like that willow tree so much. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yep, we're golden. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Did not like that willow tree so much then. But so many blackberries. Oh my goodness. So many blackberries. So then when my grandpa passed away, unbeknownst to me, the day that he passed away, I had gone and bought a blackberry bush. Okay. And we get home and we had found out that he passed away. I mean, we knew that it was going to happen, but you know, we got home and we found out that he just passed. We got the call. And then for 2 years, every time that blackberry plant but every time that blackberry bush would give me a little blackberry, and I had it right next to my front door, you guys. It never got very big. It didn't last but like maybe 2 years. Maybe that was my grieving time or whatever. I can't even tell you why the time was that or whatever. But for 2 years, every time it bloomed, every time I got a blackberry from it or whatever, I would call Grandma. I say, "Oh, Grandma, guess what? Grandpa gave me a blackberry today." Or, "Oh, Grandma, guess what? The blackberry bush is blooming," you know. Aww. But, so it was just, you know, it was just such a neat memory. And, you know, the same thing kind of happened with when my great-grandma passed, because we had a whatchamacallit, oh shoot, what are those? African violet. And the African violet, like, it bloomed all year for like 4 years. I'm going to hit this with the heat gun again, I think, because it kind of feels a little tacky. No, I think it's okay. I'm going to hit it. But isn't that funny how little things like that? And I'm like, okay, Mama, what's yours? What's your thing going to be, Mama? I guess it's just my crafting and stuff. And every time I do something like that, you know, it reminds me of my mama. Now this took a little bit of the shine off when I did this, but don't be worried, Nikki, because when I put the clear coat on, we'll be okay. It's like I gotta read all of what you said. It won't let me see all of it. He was always on the cat. Oh my goodness, that's like how I remember Grandpa. Always on the cat. Always, I mean, I helped Grandpa rebuild a carburetor. You name it. It was just... And I have a milk can that I chalked that we got in Cottonwood when Chris and I and the kids were all there visiting. And I mean, just so many wonderful memories. Absolutely wonderful memories. Staying in Jamestown, because I stayed and I watched their dog form when they went on a cruise. That was fun. Because that was in Jamestown. So then my daughter-in-law's mom, she came with me, and we were there for like a month. I mean, we had a blast. We go all these little antique stores, we go thrift stores, all these little shops. You know, I mean, just a blast. So, okay. So now we're going to do this again. So, if you weren't on here before, we did this once in a hot mess. And it just turned out a little too pink. Okay. So, we're like, no. We don't like that. That's why. And when I scraped some of it off, it scratched it a little bit. So, that's why I kind of painted a little bit. We're not telling Chris that I, used in the house or anything. We won't say that. I had a mask. Does that help? Helped me. The things I do, he'll never know. It's all good. Okay, so. I am just going to start opening these up, and we're just going to go for it. And gold is open. Oh, don't forget my copper. Where's my copper? I am going to put a little copper in there. I think it needs it. I think it needs a little bit of this too. She's going to be like, what the heck are you doing to me, woman? Okay, this needs some. I'm putting some of this green in. We're just going to throw all the colors in and see what we come up with. Okay, so this time I think, let's see, I am going to put just a dot of this, but it's only going to be a dots, okay? In fact, where is that? I want to take this one and do it, and it's going to be last. What other color? And I'm going to put this in here. Okay, so that's there. We need some of this. And I said I was going to do that little one, and I didn't. I grabbed this one, so it's only getting like a dot because I grabbed the wrong one, but that's okay. Okay, and then we are going for this one. might get some more of that. I'm not sure. And then gold. I almost forgot gold again. Can you believe it? That would have been the second time I would have forgot gold. All right, I'm going to do some copper because I want to make sure I get a little bit in. Just a little bit, because then it has some of me in it. Because, you know, it's all about me now. All right, now we're going to go to the gold. And I am just going to start going and see what this puppy does. So I'm just picking up the excess and throwing it in my paper towel because it is really mixed in colors. And I'm still seeing a lot of that pink, so I'm hoping trying to get down to the bottom of this transfer here. I think we'll be okay with that little bit in there, and hopefully it won't be too pink. That pink just really wants to dominate. Well, if we have to do this again, I'm leaving the stinking pink out, let me tell you. Because it really wants to dominate. Are you kidding me? Okay. Let me get that out of there. And I'll wipe that up. Well, it's better. Are you not looking? I know that pink just really likes to dominate, doesn't it? Is it still too pink? If it is, we're going to put it back down and we're just going to go over it with a darker color. Well, we're kind of going for kind of, she has this picture at home that is like a New York scene, and it reminds me of a Tuscany scene, kind of. So that's why she's over there covering her eyes. And she's not saying anything, so I'm thinking it's too pink. So we're going to go back over it. not going to let you see it? All right, Jordan. Here, I was going to offer to, like, help put your bed together, you know. He said he likes it. I know, that darn pink. And you saw how little I put in it. I'm letting it dry a little bit. I'm not going to let you see it again until after. I like it. I'm liking it more and more each minute it is drying. And so I'm not going to let you see it until after I wash this transfer. Because I want to see how it dries. It's got a little pink in it, yes. But I think you're going to be okay. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it. Okay. Like I said, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it. We're gonna wash up this transfer real quick, and then I will show it to you because I think you're gonna be surprised. Because in the beginning, I thought it had more pink showing. It still has a little pink, but it is drying a little darker. I like it. I think it'll go good in your room, in your living room. And I didn't even use hardly any pink in this one. And it's actually called Currant Jam. And normally it dries even darker. What, Mom? What? What did Jordan just say? Dang it. Jordan, send it again. Tell him to send it again because it only pops up for a second and I want to read it. I can't read it right now. Tell him to send it again. Tell him send it again. I want to read what he said. Tell him get his butt on here. Then she'll give me what? He's laughing so hard he can't even do it. I see. He's so bad. I didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. Jordan, I'm calling you. $20? Is that all I'm worth? Poor Jordan. He finally gets his bed from IKEA, and I guess he's having a hard time putting it up, putting it together. Poor guy. It doesn't look like it would be that hard, but you know what? I hear IKEA things can be difficult. And Chris would probably flip if I go out after the guy that's armed. Okay. Almost done with this, and then I'm going to show you. Oh, it's drying darker. It's drying darker, Nick. I love this transfer. This transfer, it just makes me happy. Just makes me happy. This, honestly, also embodies my mama. Because this was always my mama. Just come in and make yourself at home. Oh, hi, Daddy. How are you, my love? Gosh, it's been forever. I'm making your daughter a tray. She's being really picky right now. No. She's not. She's really not. I'm just giving her a hard time because I can. Because I'm on this side of the camera. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one back on here. Our transfers are washable and reusable. Our inks and our pastes are non-toxic, so you can even play with kids with them. Okay, so hang on. Let me grab it. I'm going to dry this side again because it's a little wetter than what I was hoping. And I don't normally put them on the backs when they're this wet, but that's okay. So we've already done this one other time. The last time it looked more floral because this darn pink right here that just got everywhere. See this? It was a little too much. It's supposed to dry a little darker, and it is drying darker. And we're trying to kind of make it go with her pictures. So she wants to put this on her ottoman and see, you know, and throw all of her stuff in. Hey, Shirley. Okay, honey, your phone again, huh? Doggone phone. All right, love you, babe. See, look. See how it's drying darker now? It's more maroon. So let me throw all this in the water. And then we also did this one. This one is for me this time, but we're going to do one later for Nikki when she decides what she wants it on. And it says, love grows best in tiny houses just like this. Yes, it does. There is not near as much pink in it. And the maroon, the current jam is drying to a darker color. I like it. I like it because, see, look, that is, see how it's drying a little darker? This is kind of light over in here, but that's okay. Because of your other pictures that are in there, I think it's going to be just fine. I think you're going to like it, hun. Yeah, I think you're going to like it. I think it looks pretty cool. And then it's got just enough shimmer in it that I think you'll like that too. And it's even got a little bit of my copper. So you got a little bit of me in it. I like it. Maybe I'll run to your house and show you it in person. Yep, it's got some shimmer. Yeah, I see the shimmer. It's hard to catch shimmer on the videos, and even taking pictures, because like this is total shimmer, and I don't know if it really shows up completely shimmer or not, because what I see and what you guys see, it can be totally different. Let me look and see if I can see what you're seeing. I like it. I like it. Oh, he's going to go all the way to below Sacramento tonight. Man, he is cooking. He is cooking. Yeah, the kids are like washing his sheets and everything and putting them on his bed so that when he comes in, he can just crash. Oh, no. No morning traffic in Sacramento. That sucks. See, I'm telling you, I think you're really going to like it. I really do. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think it looks amazing. So our two art pieces tonight, totally different looks. Isn't that cool? I mean, with just a little bit of, we can change things up, because if you were on before, you saw this one and it looked more floral. And then we redid it. We washed it off. We redid it. Well, I had to touch up some spots because it scratched it. But isn't that fun? And then she's going to have this on her ottoman, and she's going to put like her remotes and tissue and all kinds of stuff. But I love this. Alrighty, guys. Well, if you're watching the replay, are you going night-night? I will. I'll read the text from Jordan. Remember to do these 3 things if you're watching the replay. Also, let me know that you're watching the replay so that I can give a shout out to you. And make sure you go on to my website there, chalkature.com/Chalking with Charlotte, and just look at all the neat stuff that is a potential to be made. If you don't want to make it, I can make it for you. If you want to sign up for our club, that is $19.99 a month plus free shipping. This was last month's right here, and then this for the month of January is this month. So if you want this one, you would have to do an add-on, and then they would charge you shipping for the add-on. Who knows what next month's going to be? It's always something new and different, and I love that. And you get 3 paste packets with it, so that, hey, you are all ready to go. All you need is a squeegee, but there is also a stick carder Kickstarter kit for $69 that you can get, and then you get 2 surfaces, you get squeegees, you get board erasers, you get all kinds of stuff. fun stuff. So check it out, guys. Also, you can decide to sign up to be a designer like I am and get 40% off all the time. Let me tell you, that is the best deal right there. For $99, you get $250 worth of product. So fun. And you get the Club of the Month every month. You don't get the paste packets, but guess what? When you have all of this stuff right here, excuse that mess over there, but that's just lots of chopping stuff that I've been doing. You don't need those little paste packets. Anyways, all right, if you guys have any questions or you just need to reach out for some help or anything, let me know. And like I said, make sure that you sprinkle the love, because that gets me out there and I appreciate that so much. So always come in and make yourself at home on my videos, and I will catch you on the next video.